So I stumbled across this news article today. Today's the 26th. And as we can see, Morningstar News is a publication site that focuses on Christian persecution globally. And so they've highlighted here that 160 people were massacred in Christian regions of Plateau State in Nigeria. It was due to a coordinated attack that was launched in 3 different areas over Christmas. And here we have a burial of some of those individuals on Christmas Day. So they primarily targeted pastors of churches. So we read here, it says church pastors were killed, hundreds of houses were destroyed in massacres in villages of Barkinladi, Bokos, and Mangu counties, officials and residents say. The assailants killed the Reverend Solomon Gusha of Baptist Church in Dara's village, along with 9 of his family members. Some pastors were killed, another pastor and his wife and 5 children. Their lives were taken during these attacks. The terrorists who attacked these Christian communities were in the hundreds. They carried out the attacks on Christians that were preparing for Christmas programs lined up by their pastors. Most of the individuals who were killed, other than the targeted pastors, were women and children, as well as the elderly, so people who weren't able to run away and escape and hide themselves. Hundreds of houses were destroyed in certain regions. And they go on to say that they believe they are carrying out these attacks alongside armed Muslim Fulani herdsmen. And so they've got some names of individuals who have been identified currently. So, and then in addition to the 160 that were killed, there was over 300 people who were wounded and taken to hospital. So again, you can read this for yourself. This just kind of goes into like the details behind how much damage was done, how many people were killed, so on and so forth. They say here, Christian leaders in Nigeria have said they believe herdsmen attacks on Christian communities in the Middle Belt are inspired by their desire to forcefully take over Christian lands and impose Islam, as desertification has made it difficult for them to sustain herds. And then we're told as well that Nigeria has led the world in the number of Christians killed for their faith in 2022. That number was 5,014. It also led the world in the number of Christians abducted, 4,726, essayed, harassed, forcibly married, or physically and mentally abused. And it had the most homes and businesses attacked for faith-based reasons. As in the previous year, Nigeria had the second most church attacks and internally displaced individuals. So in 2023, Nigeria jumped from number 7 in terms of most difficult place to be a Christian to number 6, ranked 6th place this year, 2023. So, and these things just continue to get worse and worse as time goes on. But anyhow, so this article is on Morningstar News. You can Google that as well as the title here. That is the update, but this is breaking news essentially. And I'm surprised to see that there's no mainstream coverage of this, but I mean, you wouldn't expect there to be, because there have been Christian massacres happening for a very long time now in these regions and nobody speaks about them. So